You know, Jason and I have been just communicating back and forth through social media, and there's a lot of good things that can happen on social media, and this is a perfect case scenario where two guys that are passionate about fishing really get to know each other and really look forward to spending some time on the bow together. There's differences in the waters and where we all fish for sure, and I see some great potential in the Treasure Coast here. The current really sets up kind of a buffet line for those fish. The current's bringing food right to them, and they stage up on these points and these eddies where the current's ripping around, and those fish will just munch on those foods coming by.
You know, that's one really good thing about when I wade fish, I can really paint the picture of the bottom and understand where these little potholes are and things like that. So, you know, we're going to go give it hell and see what we can do.
I think we can make it happen. One of my favorite ways to fish is just blind casting, covering some ground, using baits specifically for that.
Yeah.
It's a great way to catch it, man.
Putting on a jig
I'm looking
head
forward
and
to
a soft plastic, dude. Let's go catch some fish, man.
All right, let's do it.
So I've been living in the Treasure Coast area for about 28 years, and I've been guiding for about 7 years, and I've definitely seen some good changes and bad changes to the area. So it's a very diverse area. I mean, to have the Indian River Lagoon, which is the intercoastal, and to have this backwater of the St. Lucie River in such a close area, I mean, we have literally everything at our doorstep, and Stuart is the sailfish capital of the world, so you know, I mean, this area is just screaming for greatness, you know.
This is a little different approach for you, isn't it? You like to wade, I know.
Yeah, I'm a big wade fisherman.
I see a lot of your photos on Instagram and Facebook on, you know, all wadered up.
Yeah, no, I enjoy being in the water. If I slip and fall, don't mind me. It's just I'm feeling like I should be in the water, so.
Yeah, no, that's a great approach, no doubt about it. There is something to say about staying dry, though.
Yeah, no, I do want to stay dry. It's probably a little chilly this morning, so
I'm sure.
Let's stay dry. Honestly, it's just zones that I've fished in the past that I've caught fish. I mean, here I've literally caught fish in this whole area, but the trout tend to like this open area, and the redfish and the snook tend to like the shoreline more.
Right on.
Work your way that way.
It feels like once I come in so far, I'm not getting any little... Oh.
Until that one.
Until that one, see?
Come on over here,
you
little slimy thing, you. Welcome aboard the Pathfinder.
And that's a schoolie trout.
Yep,
right?
That'd be a little schoolie, maybe 12 inches. He's a little on the cold side too.
Man, and look how clean he is.
Yeah.
Like our trout, much darker than that.
Yeah, no, these fish, I mean, they got such a cool, like a purplish hue to them. I mean, this one,
and he's healthy.
You don't really see it too much, but
just about
yeah. No, you want to be careful with these guys.
That's like stick your finger in the mouth, right?
Yeah, they're good for sliming you up. So get my hands wet and get back at it.
And don't you find it's also true that if you're catching small trout, you're not likely to catch that giant with it?
I'd have to say yes and no, because if you sometimes just upsize your bait, because a sea trout is kind of like a carnivore in a way, like he eats his young. Snook don't eat their young. Redfish don't eat their young. I've had plenty of small sea trout get blasted by big sea trout. So, you know, if you're using like a big bait, I mean, you're not going to get as many bites, but you also might get that giant one that you're looking for.
Right on. Oh, hey, right here.
Oh, hey, friend. Hey, friend.
I go to lift the power pole up, and he's all over me. Let me go ahead and power pole back down. We just need to drift like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, he ate it too. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
come here. Calm down. Come on. Uh-huh.
There's that purple in his back I was talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna look at the coloration. That, oh, hey, about kicked me in the face. He's like, come on, man. When we fished the Stuart area, we really focused on the bridges, structure on the bottom, meaning rock piles. I'm fortunate enough to have some electronics that really dials in my side imaging where I can see those rock piles and stage up on them and put the trolling motor in spot lock. We were able to stay in position while the current was flowing pretty strong and cast up current and let that bait bounce down the bottom and just basically hop over top of those rock piles, and that's how we're able to catch a snook.
What did I say? I'm catching a fish or I'm getting snagged. No, it's a
Bring a whip
mooner!
down.
Big old mooner! What?
What's going on here?
That might be the first moonfish on a terrorize
I've
ever.
never seen one eat like that.
Ever. When
Those
you
are
can lip a moonfish, you know he's big. And he ate that terrorize. Good Lord. So one of the reasons why I don't wade fish is because we don't have what's called flats. You know, the flats are more the Indian River Lagoon, where the St. Lucie River is more what's called a brackish body of water, and the average depth in the St. Lucie River is about 8 feet, where the average depth in the Indian River Lagoon is about 4 feet. Oh, big time. Uh-oh. What we got here?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
What do
it's
you
the
know?
line sider.
What do you know?
It's the line sider. Nice, Jay.
Come here. Come here.
Never give up.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Man, oh man.
That must feel good.
That does feel good. Wasn't I just saying? How many times can you take it around that rock? He's
Before the
actually
old
still
line
pretty
sider
light.
hits.
I figured he'd be much darker here
Yeah.
with this water.
Very silver.
Maybe he's coming in from the beach, or
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe from a pass. A lot of color on that joker.
Yeah, man.
Look how
Gorgeous
yellow
fish.
his fins are right there.
See you, buddy.
All right, so maybe, just maybe,
Maybe.
there's a chance.
You know, this body of water will hold heat longer because it's deeper and it has a lot more bridges. You know, sometimes the snook and just a lot of those structure-oriented fish will stay in the St. Lucie longer and eventually migrate into the Indian River, but that could be a water temp reason for them to move up there. Hello.
Deshaun,
Hello.
fish
Oh, we got a fish. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Snooky. Mr. Snooky. Hey, buddy.
He friggin' ate it too, buddy. Oh, can't even hardly see the jig. Woo! Look where he ate that thing. I mean, it's in the back of his face.
Jeez.
Gee, look at that.
Oh, man, he gobbled that thing.
And he was wearing on that leader.
Nice, Jay.
Yeah, man. Now, what were you saying? You have 4 different species of snook here?
Yeah, the common snook, the tarpon snook, the fat snook, and the sword spine snook.
And
so
this is a common.
that's
yeah,
a common.
that's what we catch on our side.
And one really easy way to tell a tarpon snook is for how round this is. It's normally, you know, kind of like a taller fish.
Okay.
And then back here in their anal fin, it'll be a lot longer.
Oh,
almost like this hard bone will really stick out.
That's cool.
And normally a fat snook is kind of a taller snook instead of a longer snook. But that's the common.
That's right.
I would definitely love to come over to Charlotte Harbor and fish with Jay. Yes, it's been quite a few years that I've been thinking about coming over there, and now going fishing with Jay and establishing a relationship with Jay, I definitely see a part 2 to this over in Charlotte Harbor. So,
well, it finally came together where somebody that I've been in communication with on social media, you know, we meet face to face, spend some time on the bow, and you know, that's the kind of thing that really puts all the pieces of the puzzle together. And yeah, I really enjoyed fishing with him. I had a great time over here. I learned a lot. And I learned a little bit about, you know, what the Treasure Coast has to offer. Yes, I'll be back because I know that Snook Dinosaur lives here, and I'll be back for him for sure. Jason and I talked about him coming over and spending a little time in my neck of the woods. I think he's gonna be in for a treat when he does.